Okay, Marco, great to have you here. I'm
Thank you.
Tribe Online, we're a German online magazine, magazine. And first question to you, how does it come that you're sometimes spelled with a C in Marco and sometimes with a K?
Well, it's not sometimes. I used to have that C for a long while as an artist name. It came in when me with the rest of the Tarot boys were under our 20s and we're talking to the record companies, and it was pretty certain that we were going to be getting a deal. So we kind of internationalized our names. And later on in my life, I kind of realized that for me it's a slight burden even to have that C, because I want to present whatever I am as it is. I can be that relaxed family father, or I can be there on stage and raise hell, but it's still me. It's my sense of humor, my abilities, my understanding of the situation, all that. So when starting to do this solo album, I kind of felt that, okay, this is personal enough for me to go there as me full on, even with that tiny little fake C off. And it felt relieving. So I kind of figured, okay, from now on it's going to be that way. So it's going to be in Nightwish albums and whatever with K from now on.
So back to the roots.
Back to the roots, back to being what I am.
Sounds great to me. You seem to be a busy man nowadays. I mean, you're playing in Tarot, you are playing in Nightwish, you have your own solo project, you have guest appearances at Delane and at Irion and everywhere else. So is this exhausting to you?
But you're talking about the huge amount of years with these things too, so I'm not doing them like all of these every week. And with Tarot guys, the whole band is kind of in limbo since our drummer died. There are unfinished songs and all that, but it hasn't felt too happy to start touching or working on those. So it's kind of somewhere waiting if something happens or if that doesn't. And so now, and I've been cutting down the extra work. Of course, it was in the earlier days, it was starting to get recognition and all that and getting invited to do this and that. It was fine and exciting, but I've done it now. So it's easier to concentrate on, of course, the main thing, Nightwish, and then doing my own solo thing, which is kind of a personal, also valve of letting out steam and music and lyrical stuff. So these are probably the most important things for me. And of course, if Martin has a nice ideas for some collaboration with Delane again, they're nice people. We've grown to be friends during the years and everything. I could do something like that. But I do actively try to avoid like christening of a cat or something, that kind of a situations. I don't need to attend. Please don't call me.
I don't have your number, so. Okay, your actual album, your first solo album, is very well rated by press and fans, but it's also uncommon for what we have heard from you so far. You can't compare it to Tarot and to Nightwish style. So have you been afraid to disappoint somebody when you were producing?
No, not really, because, well, I mean, I do have this freedom that since I also, Nightwish is like my main job and it's well known and well established, and we got companies that are well on the plus and all that, so we can pay our wages and everything. So I had this safety of doing a solo album where I could put everything that I had. I started out as a kid. I became a metal guy when I got hooked up into Sabbath and old Rainbow with Dio and all that. But during the years, it's a basis where I start. I tend to like things to be punchy and rocky and hard. But in the end, I also got hooked to a lot of other things like prog rock, and especially Jethro Tull, their acoustic season albums and all that. And I already had, like, from my childhood had been connected to my dad's albums, but they're Irish folk songs and Beatles with vocal harmonies and everything. So I get a fruitful musical upbringing. Metal was just my first thing. And I don't even know if it's anymore. It's just one of them things. It's kind of one basis where I started. And so, of course, the album then spread out to include all of this machinery experiments with band and the proggy side, and also the melodic side, which I've also been able to indulge here. And then I think it's also a little bit related to what the situation has been, because well, with Nightwish, I got to be known as this beast, beside the Beauty 1, 2, 3, something. Also, a lot of other bands were calling me to, could you join us to do this one guest appearance on this album and sing with our vocalist? This one, I was starting to recognize that there's a pattern, and I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to be the beast beside some beauty.
You want to be the beauty?
Not necessarily. I do not have that kind of aspirations either, but it's a boring role.
Okay. The title of your album, Pyre of the Black Heart, you know the translation to German?
The translation to German?
Yeah. Scheiterhaufen des schwarzen Herzens.
Schwarzen Herzens. Okay, that's nice.
So, which translation do you prefer? English, German, or Finnish?
All of them.
Oh.
If you can translate all the lyrics, then I could also sing it the German version.
Well, we'll try.
My language abilities are not enough for that. I could deal with the English to Finnish and Finnish to English. That's what I did with my album.
Oh, I'll take you by word. So next time. Someday you will play the last concert of the actual tour, as far as I know. Are you sad or happy about the end?
Those things are always kind of, bittersweet. It's great that we've been doing shows and all that, and this good brotherhood, camaraderie on the road and everything. And then you do the last show, it's usually very relaxed and very punchy because it's relaxed. No, I got nothing to lose anymore, let's kick ass. But then you get home and there's like 2 days. What am I going to do with my life? What am I going to do with my life? It's so it's a bittersweet thing. But then also going home and just being able to wobble around in your underwear and have your morning coffee whenever you wake up is great too.
Well, it's your backstage, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I've been wobbling here in my underwear too. in this particular room, not my first time.
So you're going to publish another album with Nightwish this year. Has there been a battle between you and Thomas to write new songs for this album?
No, not really. I was pretty tied up with the solo album because we broke deadlines. We went too long with it. And Thomas, luckily, he suddenly said that he found out the edge and realized what this album is going to be and what kind of things it's going to be. So he kind of got into a role and he wrote like music really fast, and he cut it all. So I'm like, okay, I'll save my riffs for the next time. And why not? Because well, then anyways, we got together to the summer camp and started working on the songs as usual, arranging. Everybody's going on the inner wheel, straighten out this angle and add some more angles to this one, and then we of course did arrange and figure out, me and Troy, and like a shitload of vocal harmonies. So it's always a combination of whatever we do together. The end result is a combination of thoughts.
So we can be excited for Nightwish.
Could be, yeah. I mean, I of course heard it, and there are.
So everybody's rumoring if it will be the same or will be totally different again, or will it close to what you have done before?
I think you'll recognize the band, but this is more of a. I think we got a little bit more loose with the song structures and all that. Well, Nightwish hasn't been following any mainstream rules for a long while, and I think we forgot a little bit more about them even this time. And then the new things, or old things, if we look at it, how things have been done, is the fact that now we're more at the front with the band and also with the band's vocal pile. With 3 vocalists there, not so much orchestra or choirs stuff.
Okay. Sounds great to me.
To me too.
Yeah. Today is Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I've been talking to my wife.
This was my question. Would you say something? Would you like to say something to your wife in front of the camera? You have to send her the link after all.
Oh, okay.
And because it's Valentine's Day, I want to play a short game with you, if you're open.
Let's see what the game is.
It's called Laugh or Death.
Laugh or death?
And
I'd rather laugh.
And I will tell you 10 song lines. 5 of them are out of a love song, and 5 of them are out of a death metal song.
Great.
Let's see if you can recognize them all.
Okay.
So you have to say later on if it's love or is it death.
Okay.
So, cause we are living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be.
Do they exclude each other? This could be both.
That's the tricky part.
Fuck me. Okay, I'll say death.
No, it's love. It's Bee Gees. How deep is your love?
Bee Gees hasn't been on my Why Not Play Formula 1.
Okay. Despite all the pain in my heart grinding through, it ain't you that you hate what I hate what you do.
Death.
Yeah, Children of Bodom, Needle 24/7.
Oh, okay. I haven't really gone into their lyrics because, well, you know how Alexi writes.
In my life, there's been heartache and pain. I don't know if I can face it again.
Definitely love song. Yeah, I don't recognize it. I want to know what love is.
Correct? No first of spring, no song to sing. In fact, here's just another ordinary day.
Ordinary day. That doesn't sound impressive enough for death metal. Is it love?
Yeah, it's Stevie Wonder. I just called to say I love you.
Okay. I just called to say I love me.
Like daybreak in spring, the sun on a spring morning.
That sounds so wonderfully happy that I'm tempted to say that it's dead.
Yeah, it's Amorphous, Black Winter Day. You should know this one, probably.
I wasn't the vocal producer then, yet.
It's strong and it's sudden and it's cruel sometimes, but it might just save your life.
Love.
Yeah, it's Hugh Levy and the newest Power of Love.
Power of love.
And so I hear my voice again, the tale of the bitter man, here I am.
Death.
Yeah, in flames only for the weak. Yeah, pretty good in this one. I guess it's too easy.
No, not necessarily. Not for everyone.
Shadows haunt the night, forgive me as I die.
Shadows haunt the night, forgive me as I die. It doesn't sound very much love-like, so I'm tempted to say that it is.
No, it's death. It's
God,
Paradise Lost as I die.
Okay, yeah. Of course, god damn it.
Take a back seat, hitchhike, and take a long ride on my motorbike.
That ain't death. Or is it? Long ride on one motorbike. It has to be love.
Yeah.
It has to be dealt with sex afterwards.
It's Queen, Crazy Little Thing Called Love.
Oh, it's that one. Okay.
And the last one, final one. The warming sun returns again and melts away the snow. The sea is freed from icy chains. Winter is letting go.
Sea is free of icy chains. That sounds like a metal rider. I'll say dead.
Yes, Amon Amarth's Pursuit of Vikings.
Yes.
So let's see, we have if you're better in love or in death.
I have experience about love. Death
You're
is
better
first.
in death. So we've got a little prize for you. If you would have been better in love, it would be a lovely heart but you will get some other instead, Catherine.
For coffee.
A coffin, yeah. We're a little bit.
I'm sorry, this body goes to science when I go. I mean, it's useless. Anyways, I wouldn't want them to.
No.
We have some nice Black Forest vodka.
All right, this is a great bottle. It's too bad I quit the alcohol, but Anssi loves this stuff. I'll drum it. Definitely. It shall be useful.
After the show.
Yeah, after show.
Okay, and finally, what can we expect for the next years?
Next year's, well, that much that I know is that we're going to be starting with Nightwish touring. We were supposed to do some China shows, but I think that the world is in a situation where those might be cancelled. We'll have to see what their government comes up with in the meanwhile. So basically the whole next year from this on is pretty much settled. I'll do these solo things, and the Nightwish starts working. Also in South America, we're going to be there with both of the groups because I'm going to be doing shows with the solo band to warm up the bigger one.
So wasn't that something which you... I remember an interview which I've just read 2015 where you said you would never do this. You would never support your own band.
Did I?
Yeah, because it's too stressful.
I've done it before with Tarot Boys also and with Nightwish. Okay, so yeah, it could be too stressful. These are just 4 shows. Okay. And none of them are in a row like day after day. So it's going to be easy. I'm going to do those. And then there's more Nightwish until Christmas and afterwards. Oops. And well, 2021. We've been already talking about this. That might be nice to return to the solo group and start doing some things and shows again. Because what started out as a solo project went too well. I managed to get 2 nice guys and 2 musicians and guys into the band, and now the solo project grew into a band. So now we want to do more of this.
So you will keep Marko Hietala as a band name, or will there be something fancy later on?
Well, I guess we got to keep some kind of a connection to it. So it might, for the next time, it might be Marko and something, and then it might move on into that something. Let's see.
So old rock and roll, Marko and Friends, or
Marko and Friends. Maybe something with that, which would have a little no.
Marko Hietala and the vodka of death.
Yeah, that would be fine.
Okay, I get the copyrights on this one.
All right, it's yours. if I use it. Of course, it's a little bit hypocritical since I don't do it myself anymore.
We'll see. And we will be excited. So, Marko, thank you very much for your time. Any last words which you like to say to the internet?
To the internet, keep on passing the proper information. More Panama Papers, more stuff about Trump, Putin, and all these other orange dummies of the world.
Good words to the final stage. Marko, thank you very much. We wish you a good show.
You're welcome.
We'll see you in the pit.
Okay, you're welcome to dive.
Well, I will be in front of it, and we're done. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That's what I call good timing.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.